Well,
on the broadcast tonight, Carolina basketball. The Lady Gamecocks have worked their way up to be number one. What Dawn Staley and two seniors have to say about the journey. Basketball bond. Gamecock women's basketball's biggest fan may actually be their smallest. And sleep epidemic. Find out what you can do to achieve better sleep. Carolina News starts now.
Live from the capital city, Carolina News brings you your news first. With breaking news and in-depth reporting. Up-to-the-minute weather. And all your sports news and highlights. It's all here, now, on Carolina News.
Hello and welcome to Carolina News. I'm Chuck Ringwalt.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ryan Fulham. 1. It has been the motto of Coach Dawn Staley and her women's basketball team all season, and now on Sunday, her team will be the only team at the University of South Carolina to reach the NCAA Final Four. O'Shea Robertson met with the coach and her two seniors to talk about their remarkable journey and their preparation for the big showdown in Tampa.
This season for the Lady Gamecocks basketball team has been one for the record books. The Gamecocks got off to a blazing start, winning 23 games in a row before suffering their first loss on the season to the UConn Huskies. They would lose only one more game the rest of the way and now find themselves in the record books here at the University of South Carolina, making their first trip to the NCAA Final Four. Unity has been the most important principle for the Gamecocks all season, and it starts with their two seniors.
We were recruited together, we committed together and came here together, so we've known each other for a long time, and we've just built a bond over the years.
And just as they accomplished a lot of things together in the past, they now have one more thing to add to that list. Head coach Dawn Staley believes that team focus will help them reach their ultimate goal of winning a national championship.
It's a business trip, so we're going to, balance our enjoyment while staying focused on the task at hand, which is Notre Dame on Sunday night.
The Gamecocks are treating this game like all other games this season, even the way they prepare for the critical moments leading up to tip-off.
I have certain things that I like to do. I always chew Big Red gum. In our circles, I always have Lisa on my left side for pregame, then her on my right side for our stuff we do with Coach Staley. So she's always getting on me about that.
With a win on Sunday, they will face the winner of UConn and Maryland for the national title, with hopes of giving fans a reason to celebrate like never before. O'Shea Robinson, Carolina News.
Thousands of Gamecock fans packed Colonial Life Arena this season to watch the Gamecock women basketball team. But one of their smallest fans may be one of their biggest fans. Alyssa Lang has the story.
Who's that? Who's that? That's you!
Catherine Ray Tucker, or C-Ray, is maybe the smallest but biggest Gamecock women's basketball fan out there. But her relationship with the program is a little different than most.
It melts my heart. I love it.
3-year-old C-Ray has lived most of her life with leukemia and Down syndrome, but that hasn't stopped her from cheering on her favorite women. She met Dawn Staley's team at the Kentucky game through an event with Children's Chance. And after that, C-Ray's mom might say the rest was history.
They all fell in love with her, and especially Elena Coates and Khadijah Sessions.
Perhaps the biggest friendship formed between C-Ray and point guard Khadijah Sessions.
D. Is D your favorite? I love it. Yeah, your favorite. We love Khadijah, don't we, Catherine?
Khadijah will say C-Ray is her best friend, and she's made sure Catherine feels like part of the team.
She just lights up when she sees Catherine, and Catherine lights up when she sees Khadijah. And Khadijah loves to take Catherine all over that court, in the locker room, during interviews. It doesn't matter. She takes her wherever she wants.
But she isn't the only one who fell in love with Sea Ray. Coach Staley can be seen wearing her Pray for Sea Ray bracelet and checks in with the Tucker family to make sure they'll be able to make it to the game.
The sports will bring out the good in people, and I think they'll think the world of the team.
Just because everything she has been through, everything she is going through, it's amazing to put her out there and see that, like Coach Staley, just brings so much cheer to us and so much happiness that they think so much of that little girl.
As the Gamecocks head to Tampa, the Tuckers will follow. And they aren't only hoping the Gamecocks go all the way.
I'm hoping Sea Ray's going to be their good luck charm as usual, and they will bring it home.
In Columbia, Alyssa Lang, Carolina News.
Absolutely remarkable story. And if you're wondering what her favorite thing to do is, Sea Ray's mom says she loves giving everyone on the team a fist bump.
A new bill would pay athletes at the state's two major universities up to $10,000 per year. If the bill passes, it would cover men's and women's basketball and football. Christina Bryant found out how USC would feel if this was enforced.
South Carolina women's basketball team is on to the Final Four. That type of accomplishment is hard to put a price tag on. But despite bringing in so much national attention to the school and bringing in so much revenue, the athletes don't see a penny of it. Senator Marlon Kimpson is trying to change that by introducing a bill that would require universities in this state to pay student athletes. Head women's basketball coach Dawn Staley is in favor of that bill.
I think it's great. I think because we have, players on our team that, that are underprivileged.
Clayton Grandsandy would not benefit from the bill because he's on the track team, as the bill only benefits athletes on the football and basketball teams.
I just feel like it's unfair that, just football and basketball only get that benefit because, we all put in our dedication, we all put our full effort into the sport, and, it just sucks that we can't get the same benefits.
USC already plans to give full scholarship athletes over $4,200 a year. Half scholarship athletes will receive $2,100 a year starting in August. Clemson full scholarship athletes will receive $3,600 a year. If this bill were to pass, the two universities would be required to pay student athletes $10,000, stipends for school costs, and money for those who graduate and their athletic careers are over. Christina Bryant, Carolina News.
School officials, like USC Athletic Director Ray Tanner, believe that the proposed bill would violate NCAA regulations if it becomes a state law. Well, the spring weather seems like it's in full bloom with the sunny skies and warm temperatures we have had this week. Let's check in with Sarah Wilder to see how it is out there.
It's a beautiful day out here on Green Street. Lots of sunshine, temperatures right around 70 degrees. As we go into tomorrow, it's going to stay warm. We're going to have temperatures in the mid-80s, but lots of rain rolling in on Saturday. So make sure you have those umbrellas out. And as we go into Easter Sunday, we're going to see sunny skies again, temperatures in the mid-70s, and more sunshine on Monday into early next week. I'll have more coming up later.
Richland County deputies are investigating a drive-by shooting that happened just after midnight in Lower Richland County. Deputies found 3 people had been shot. No word on the condition of the victims, but their injuries were not life-threatening. Anyone with more information is encouraged to come forward. And the man accused of shooting a West Columbia police officer Tuesday afternoon has been charged with attempted murder and faces up to 30 years in prison. William Kernan was charged with resisting arrest, possession of a weapon, and attempted murder. Officials say the victim is in good condition as of Wednesday morning. And 10 months ago, a Columbia woman was murdered near Irmo and still no arrests have been made. Shirley McKenzie was shot dead in a Lexington County bar, and deputies say there is no surveillance video of what happened. So far, there is not enough evidence to charge someone, but they are trying to change that. If anyone has any information, contact Crime Stoppers at 1-888-CRIME-SC.
Despite rumors and reports, a Sumter County 15-year-old remains missing. 15-year-old Harley Ray Ard has still not been located as of Thursday morning. Ard was last seen on March 23rd. Ard is described as a white male standing 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighing approximately 120 pounds. He has brown hair and blue eyes. His last known whereabouts were at a residence on the 4200 block of Bethel Church Road in Sumter County. Anyone with any information on Ard's whereabouts is asked to call the Sumter County Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers. At the State Department of Social Services, 15% of caseworkers are handling 50 or more cases of child welfare. DSS set a target limit of no more than 24 children per worker. A target DSS director, Susan Alford, says is not being met in many counties. She believes the spike in caseloads this year is a result of the new intake process. She says complaints are being evaluated more carefully, and that has led to more investigations. The agency has addressed the situation by hiring new caseworkers, many of whom have already started training.
A bill banning abortion after a woman is 20 weeks pregnant advanced Wednesday in Columbia. Abortion is currently legal in South Carolina in the first 24 weeks of pregnancy. Some lawmakers want that time frame shortened. A Senate subcommittee voted 3-2 to vote it down the line to the full committee. The abortion bill is signed into law. If the abortion bill is signed into law, certain circumstances would make it legal for a woman to have the medical procedure after 20 weeks of being pregnant. Lawmakers say rape, incest, fetal abnormalities, and if the mother's health is at risk, are cases where pregnancy could be terminated. They will vote on the bill in 2 weeks.
U.S. Senator Tim Scott is using the break from Congress to visit 3 communities in South Carolina on Thursday. Scott is holding a meet and greet at Abba's Gift Boutique in Winsboro. Then it's on to the Chester to visit PPG Industries. Scott is also the keynote speaker at the Union County Chamber of Commerce annual meeting at the Philippi Baptist Church in Union.
Well, people aren't only excited about Tim Scott coming into town, they're also excited about the fair. The Ringling Brothers and Barnum & Bailey Circus show runs all weekend at the Colonial Life Arena. It starts at 7 p.m. tonight. This could be your last time to see the Elephant Act. The show has announced elephants are to retire from Ringling Brothers stage by 2018. And coming up after the break, feel like you're not getting enough sleep? Find out about a new CDC sleep study coming up next.
One of my biggest passions in life is animals. That's why I've worked with Morris Animal Foundation for over 40 years. Morris Animal Foundation is a world leader in helping animals live longer, healthier lives. You can too. Just show your support at morrisanimalfoundation.org.
To help cats, dogs, horses, and wildlife live healthier lives, visit morrisanimalfoundation.org, where we are advancing science that will create a healthier tomorrow for animals.
I wanted to be in the military since I was a kid.
I served a total of 16 years.
And at 19 years old, that's the first time I ever saw somebody die.
Coming back, I was raging.
I started having pretty horrible nightmares.
I started drinking a lot.
I guess I never recognized it in myself.
It all starts with going to the VA. There's a whole community of veterans that just want to help you out.
It's for the guys who couldn't come back, so you owe it to them to live well, because they're not here with their families.
It's something that many college students say they are, tired. And chances are you're sleep deprived. Sleep deprivation is such a problem that it has become an epidemic. Sarah Ames spoke with one man who struggles getting a good night's rest and also found out what you can do to achieve a better night's sleep if you're struggling as well.
A wonderful night's sleep.
Which, for 24-year-old Baron Wells, is a miracle.
I'd wake up 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a night, and I might be up for 5 minutes, or I could be up for an hour.
That's why he's sleeping here at this sleep lab, to figure out what's wrong. He says he's known by others as always being tired because of his lack of sleep at night.
Everybody at work always joked around saying that I had narcolepsy.
And Wells is not alone in his sleeplessness. After the CDC called insufficient sleep a public health epidemic, Columbia University researchers did a study and named the problem the Great Sleep Recession. So what can you do if you feel like you're suffering?
Here at Lexington Sleep Solutions, patients are welcome to spend the night in one of these beds for a sleep study, where their sleep patterns are then recorded on a camera and analyzed to make sure that they're achieving the proper night's sleep that they need.
Some people may be suffering and not even know it.
They're in denial. They don't want to accept the fact that they might have an issue.
Michelle Sylvie is a registered polysomnographic technologist and manages the sleep lab. She says prioritizing your sleep is most important.
It's a mandatory thing that our body has to have. That's the first thing. We do not allow ourselves time to sleep.
Sylvie gave these tips for sleeping well. Wind down time, no electronics, a proper diet, and avoiding alcohol, caffeine, and sugar before bed. So is insufficient sleep really a public health epidemic? Sylvie says yes.
Society today is forgiving of people not sleeping. It's encouraging people to not sleep.
And Wells says that with the help of experts and some medication, he's now sleeping much better at night and is more alert during the day. Sarah Ames, Carolina News.
There are several sleep labs around the area that offer sleep studies to be done after being referred by your doctor. For more information, you can see the complete study at the Center for Disease Control at datelinecarolina.org.
A study of more than 3.9 million men and women who served in the military during the post-9/11 era found that deploying to war zone did not result in an elevated risk of suicide. Instead, it found higher rates of suicide among those who served less than 4 years in the military or do not leave military service with an honorable discharge. Suicides have been a major concern in the military during the post-9/11 year, with rates in the Army and Marine Corps almost doubling during the last decade. And today, supporters of organ donation met at the State House to celebrate April as National Donate Life Month. Members of SC Organ and Tissue Donor Registry, Governor Nikki Haley, and others met in 2014. 396 lives were saved through 111 organ donors. Natalie Davis is from Greenville, South Carolina, and a recipient of heart transplant. Her mother, Jane Davis, spoke on behalf of her daughter. Currently, South Carolina has over 1.5 million registered donors, and if you'd like to register to be an organ donor, please visit donatelifesc.org.
With the arrival of Easter, warmer weather, and the Masters golf tournament in nearby Augusta, all give a boost for the economy. Experts say nationwide shoppers are predicted to spend $16.4 billion for Easter this year, buying clothing, candy, decorations, food, flowers, and gifts. Some Midlands retailers say they already are seeing more traffic in their stores. Well, hopefully this beautiful warm weather sticks around through the weekend. Sarah, how is it out there?
It's a beautiful day out here. Temperatures around 70 degrees, but we will see some rain coming in this weekend. I'll tell you more coming up next.
Hey guys.
The strongest families are built one moment at a time. For more ways to make every day count, visit facebook.com/makeeverydaycount.
Millions of people face orthodontic problems. Left untreated, they can detract from dental, physical, and emotional health. Detection and treatment by an orthodontist is the key to preventing and correcting these problems. With 2 to 3 years of advanced specialized education beyond dental school, orthodontists are dentistry's experts in the field of orthodontics. They're dedicated to straightening teeth and jaws. A healthy, attractive smile is priceless. Put yours in the care of the most qualified professional.
Sarah, it's a beautiful day outside in Columbia today, but I understand in the Midwest they're not experiencing the same weather.
Yeah, they've been seeing a lot of hail, so lucky for us, we're not going to be seeing any of that. But over in Arkansas, they've been seeing a lot of hail, golf ball sized hail, not even just normal hail, but it is going to be coming through and passing through south. But lucky for us, we're not going to be receiving any of that. But right now in Columbia, we're going to be seeing temperatures at 76 degrees and winds at 8 miles per hour, and the humidity is relatively low at 49%. Oh my God. And as we take a look at our state temperatures, we're going to be seeing 76, like I said, in Columbia, a little bit cooler in Greenville, 57 degrees, 72 in Rock Hill, and along the coast, it's going to be in the low 70s, 74 in Hilton Head, and 69 in Myrtle Beach. And the reason for these temperatures is because we have this cool front down south, but it doesn't have much moisture associated with it. So it's not, that's why we've been seeing so much clear skies. And we have this front over the Midwest, like the video that we just saw, and it's going to be pushing a lot of rain, like you see here, across, but it will die out before it even gets to us. And as we take a look at tonight's temperatures, it'll be in the low 60s in Charleston and Myrtle Beach, and up in the upstate, we'll have temperatures at 60 in Rock Hill, 58 in Greenville, and 62 in Columbia. So pretty mild across the board. And for tomorrow, temperatures are going to reach a high of 82 in Greenville, 83 in Rock Hill. So it's going to be very, very warm. And along the coast, a little bit cooler, mid-70s, 75 in Myrtle Beach, and 76 in Charleston. And as we take a look at our 5-day, on Friday, we'll see temperatures at 82 degrees, so it'll be very warm, a low of 58, and we will see some of that rain moving in on Saturday, but it should clear out by Sunday, so it'll be about 71 degrees on Sunday. And by the top of next week, we'll see some cloudy skies, temperatures at 73 degrees, and more rain coming in on Tuesday, but still we'll have a high of 78 degrees. So it'll be very warm and just typical spring weather.
I'm ready for it. I can't wait for a beautiful Easter Sunday.
Yes.
I think we're all looking forward to that. And coming up after the break, the Gamecocks women's basketball team is preparing for their Final Four matchup Sunday with Notre Dame. Hear what the team is saying about their big game next in sports.
Some people might think that Adrian would never be able to go to college like his brother, or achieve his dream of being an actor. We couldn't disagree more. We're the ARC, and we believe everyone should have the opportunity to realize their full potential. The ARC stands up for those in need, advocating for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
I want to be a professional actor.
So they can be anything they want to be. If you need help, or if you want to help, visit us at www.thearc.org.
I've got my own problems to worry about. Those people in Africa don't want to help themselves. What's the point? Where's the proof? Actually, SMART programs are saving lives. In just 10 years, over 15 million more kids are alive. All for less than 1% of the total U.S. budget. How's that for proof? And today there are new vaccines that could save millions of more kids. Go to one.org and join the movement. We're not asking for your money. We're asking for your voice.
Hello, I'm Dr. Regina Benjamin, U.S. Surgeon General.
So, Ryan, it looks like the women's basketball team is ready to play in Greensboro.
Yeah, they had their last practice today and then boarded the plane for Tampa. I know this town's buzzing. South Carolina's women's basketball team is just 3 days away from tip-off in their first ever Final Four. After a disappointing showing in last year's NCAA tournament where the team got bounced out of the Sweet 16 by Stanford, Dawn Staley and the Gamecocks came into this season with a renewed focus and commitment to make it to Tampa. The team will get all they can handle from fellow number 1 seed Notre Dame Sunday night. The Fighting Irish are in their 5th consecutive Final Four, some unfamiliar territory for the Gamecocks. Both teams lost to UConn this year by double digits. Sunday's matchup will feature 2 first-team All-Americans in South Carolina's Tiffany Mitchell and Notre Dame's Jewel Lloyd. And the Gamecocks know they'll have their hands full slowing down one of the best players in the nation.
At the end of the day, it just comes down to team defense. She's a great player. You know, she's All-American for a reason, and she put herself in a really good position. But I think you also can't just get lost in just trying to contain her. You know, they have a really great team, and they only have 2 losses as well. So they're in the same position we're in. So we just got to make sure that we stay focused on our game plan for her and for everybody around her as well.
The Gamecocks softball team has an extended break from conference play, and it couldn't have come at a better time. The team is just 2-7 in the SEC this season, but was looking to make it 5 straight out-of-conference wins as they hosted the College of Charleston last night. Bottom first, game tied at 1 with 2 outs and 2 on. Senior Kristen Struitt comes through in the clutch, hammers the ball down the left field line. 2 runners score. The Gamecocks would continue to pour it on all game long. Bottom 6 now, Gamecocks up 5-1. Victoria Williams shows bunt and pulls it back. Smart decision. She delivers a shot off the center field wall, planting a pair. Gamecocks top the Cougars in 6 innings, 9-1. On the men's side, Final Four participants Duke and Michigan State departed for Indianapolis yesterday, but there have been more questions lately concerning Indiana's recent Religious Freedom and Restoration Act than about the X's and O's of Saturday's 2 Final Four games. On a conference call yesterday, coaches of all Final Four participants, Kentucky, Wisconsin, Duke, and Michigan State, weighed in on the matter, saying, quote, "Discrimination of any kind should not be tolerated, and as a part of America's higher education system, college basketball plays an important role in diversity, equality, fairness, and inclusion, and will continue to do so in the future." A few days after Texas fired head coach Rick Barnes, athletic director Steve Patterson is prepared to offer the vacancy to VCU head coach Shaka Smart. Texas hopes to introduce Smart as its new head basketball coach Friday, although talks are still ongoing. Back in November, Dreer's Tevin Mack committed to VCU over the Gamecocks. Mack is rated as the number 47 player in the 2015 class, according to ESPN. Oftentimes these days, players choose the coaches over the universities. Who knows? You never know if Tevin Mack could possibly decommit, come back to the Gamecocks. We'll have to wait and see for that.
Well, I hope the situation with Mack does get worked out. It's unfortunate if Shaka does leave VCU.
Well, coming up next, what a Georgia woman found in the restaurant she works at and why she's being honored.
It is important for young people to have a mentor in their life.
I would definitely say that I have had an impact on his life and he's had an impact on my life.
One of the most important lessons that I've learned from Charlie is to make better decisions and take responsibility for what you're going to do.
Think about what you would be today if people didn't go a step out of their way to help you out. And that's really what it's all about.
So get involved and do your part. Invest in the future. Mentor a child.
What if you could ignite your child's love of learning with one after-school program? What if that one program was easy and fun? Destination Imagination is the one. Destination Imagination has taught teamwork, creativity, and problem solving for more than 25 years. A major university study showed our students are ahead of others in creativity and critical thinking. Learn more at startateam.org and make Destination Imagination the one for you.
You can't text and pay attention to the world around you, and you definitely can't text and drive. Every year, deaths due to distracted and negligent driving are increasing. In fact, while drunk driving rates have dropped greatly, negligent driving fatalities have skyrocketed. Find out more at negligentdriving.com.
Well, a Georgia waitress is being honored for her honesty. She found an envelope full of cash at the restaurant she works at, and she quickly did the right thing. Tisha Reed reports.
Cantessa Smith, also known as Tessa, has worked at Country's Barbecue for about 4 years.
I had to bust the table off to clean the table, and I seen a bunch of trash on the table, so I tried to grab it. But when I grabbed it, it went in bin. So that kind of threw me off because trash didn't bin. So I opened it, and I saw a lot of money in the envelope. So I just went and found my manager.
How much money did you find?
$1,300.
You heard her right. The single mother with 2 kids found 13 $100 bills on the table and turned the money in.
Growing up, we were always told if you find something that's not yours, to give it back.
Then it turned into a social media hunt to find the rightful owners.
We got cameras everywhere, so he found the time that they came and the time that they left, and we went in the office. And we found them on the camera, and we kind of zoomed in on the camera. We took pictures and posted it on Facebook to see if anybody would notice them.
Country's posted this picture on their Facebook page, and it spread like wildfire with multiple shares and comments. And the couple was finally located.
Gotta love a good, feel-good story like that.
Yeah, it's definitely cool to see, and you admire her honesty. But Sarah, let's take one more look at that 5-day before we head out.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing sunny skies today, high of 76, and we're going to be seeing some rain moving in tomorrow, but we will be seeing some sunny skies for Easter Sunday as well, so you can expect some temperatures in the mid-70s, and by Monday we're going to see some more sunshine, 73 degrees, and we will have some more rain moving in on Tuesday.
Well, yeah, not looking forward to the rain, but sunny skies always sounds good to me, right, Chuck?
Exactly.
I can't wait for Easter.
Well, that is all the time we have for today. Thanks so much for being with us.
See you tomorrow. Have a great evening.